The last time I went skiing, I was in Montezuma, Iowa. Yeah, believe it or not, there's skiing in Iowa. It's not great skiing, but it's skiing nonetheless. And I didn't really have too much of a problem while skiing. There's the whole stopping thing that kind of tripped me up. Thank God for fences. Yeah, not much of a skier, really, which is kind of bad. Because up here in the Pacific Northwest, there's lots of great skiing. And when I say the Pacific Northwest, I'm not talking just about the United States. Oh, Canada as well, including Whistler, Canada. That's right, it's another video in the ongoing series of discovering what geeks can do wherever they may happen to be on this planet. So if you haven't heard your city, state, country, vicinity mentioned in a video yet, feel free to submit your own 10 things to do. And today, we're covering Whistler, Canada. This list submitted by Creighton Miller, and he says, hey, I recently went to Whistler, Canada before the 2010 Olympics and Paralympics Games, and while I was there, I thought about the top 10 things to do in Whistler. See, I can't whistle very well. Can you whistle? I don't think that's law, though. I don't think you need to whistle if you go to Whistler. I couldn't even do that when I was trying to tell people to get out of the way when I was stopping skiing there in Iowa. It was really bad. Number 1, go ziplining. There's a ziplining company on the mountain that takes you through the views of the forest of Whistler and Blackcomb. The zipline goes through the forest and gives many amazing views. They even have a freestyle zipline where you can go upside down. It's available in the summer and the winter. Has anybody out there gone ziplining yet? I have not. I've gone zip disking before. It's been years since I've zip disked. Yeah, that's the last thing I did. Number 2, ride the peak-to-peak gondola. For the 2010 Olympics, Whistler built a gondola between the Blackcomb and Whistler Mountain. The views on this gondola are incredible. It also breaks 3 world records for being the highest and longest gondola in North America. Truly a sight to behold. Number 3, visit the farmers market in the upper village on the Blackcomb side. This farmers market brings the freshest breads and crops to the area, or from the area, I should say, to the farmers market of sorts. During the farmers market, there is free music and so much more, including farmers. You can meet farmers. And I don't know if you've ever met a farmer in real life. They don't smell as bad as you may think. Number 4, if visiting during the summer, actually, to tell you the truth, I think geeks smell far worse than farmers. Number 4, if visiting the summer, or during the summer, rent a dirt bike and bike down the mountain. Yeah. It is fun for all ages and gives you a different view. And while there is jumps on the mountain, or there happens to be jumps for the more experienced, there's also a side path so you can just ride down the mountain. Number 5, eat at the Brew House. Besides having world-famous beer, they have the best pizza on the planet. Oh, I bet you that one's going to go contested. You should try their barbecue chicken pizza. Now, again, this is Creighton. Creighton says that this brew house there in Whistler, Canada, has the best pizza on the planet. Does anybody care to disagree? I'm just saying this. That's what he says. It's not my words, it's his. Number 6, grab some ice cream from cows. He uses that in quotes. I don't think you're supposed to, like, go up to a cow and go, excuse me, can I have some ice cream? You know, that's not how they give it. Besides, I don't know what, part of a cow's body ice cream would come from. Nor would I care to imagine it. This local ice cream shop makes all their ice cream in-house and uses local ingredients to make spectacular ice cream. Number 7, if you're into golf, go for a round on the Nicholas North Golf Course. For golfers from beginners to experts, this course is for all ages and skill levels. This course is very flat and wide, so even the least talented golfers can keep the ball in the middle of the course. Flat and wide. That's kind of like my first girlfriend, I guess. Number 8, go to the peak of Whistler. You can travel by ski lift to the peak of Whistler Mountain. It's a breathtaking 360-degree view of the mountain range. The peak is the highest you can go in Whistler, and if you go to Whistler, this is a must. Be warned, if you don't like heights, stay at the base, because the gondola brings you over a big drop into a glacier. And if there's one thing that you do not want to be dropped into, it is a glacier. The only other thing that you would not likely want to be dropped into is into a pile of molten hot lava. Lava rocks, maybe a different story. You may like that. You may like the way it grades your skin. Number 9, walk the Blackcomb Loop. While on the mountain, you can walk the 1-hour loop that takes you around the top of the mountain. This path takes you right to the center of wildlife, and who knows? You might even see a bear. So if you've never seen a bear before, there's a chance, apparently, there at the Blackcomb Loop. Number 10, geocaching. Where there is a small company at Whistler who gives you, or gives you, a GPS with coordinates, and you can hike on Whistler and or Blackcomb to find different treasures on the mountain, like a free pass to ride the gondola. If you want to learn more about geocaching, you can visit geocaching.com. And there's also geocaching apps for the iPhone. He says it's not just for Canada. There are locations all over the world for geocaching. He said he had a fun time while he was in Whistler, but he went during the summer months, and he said if he went during winter, it would have been even more spectacular, certainly. And he says, and by the way, if you need a desktop background for recording the video, I took some great pictures while I was there. Just email me back. That's fine. I just went to search for images of Whistler, Canada, and came up with this. It's very beautiful up there. Very, very. I'm telling you. I'm not saying that all views in the Pacific Northwest are this grand, but if you've never been up here, it is quite a sight to behold. The Pacific Northwest. Of all the places I've ever visited on the planet, it has been my favorite so far. It's one of the reasons why I settled right here, kind of in the middle of it, in between Vancouver, Whistler, and Portland. It's just a perfect spot to be in the Pacific Northwest. Granted, I've only been in one other part of the world, but that's for another video. My email address, in case you have top 10 things to do in your area of the globe, is chris@pirillo.com. Tell us what we can do there. I mean, we're geeks. We're looking for things to keep ourselves preoccupied so that we're not walking around looking at our phones or mobile devices or playing games as we're supposed to be enjoying wherever it is that we're going. Let us know what we can do. You're more than welcome to join us in our community of tech enthusiasts, geeks.pirillo.com, and you can upload your photos of vacation or whatever there. You can embed your YouTube videos too. It's kind of neat. Also got the chat room. It's typically talking tech. You can log into it from anywhere that you have internet access, of course. And the chat room is a part of the live video, and you can be a part of everything all together, usually 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.